Hey guys, I think we're live. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Had a great Christmas. Today is our second episode of Ace Your Health. Topic of the show will be treating adrenal fatigue and understanding what that is. First of all, I'd like to say thank you again to Holistic Health Practitioners of Greater Cincinnati, Rodney Blackburn, great job, and everybody in this community who is working really hard to make this community what it is today. Let's talk about adrenal fatigue. What is adrenal fatigue, right? And how do we address it? How do we treat it? What do we need to do about it? We hear this word all the time, these two words about adrenal fatigue. Adrenals are a small, tiny organ or tiny tissue that's right on top of your kidneys. On both sides of our kidneys, we have them. So what happens? What is their function? Adrenals produce cortisol, DHEA, produce mineralocorticoid, norepinephrine. These are hormones that we need throughout the day. But how are they produced? They're produced in response to the body's need. As our body needs norepinephrine, it will produce that. If our body needs cortisol, it will produce that. If our body needs testosterone, it needs estrogen, it needs progesterone, it will send the signals to the adrenals to produce the right DHEA. And let's see, what else does the adrenals respond to? It responds to, it's in alignment with all the other hormonal centers in our body, meaning our thyroid gland, our pituitary gland, our hypothalamus. It's in alignment with hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. A lot of you guys have heard HPA axis. Now, let me give you an example what that means. So our adrenals are responsive to our environment on our stress level. So if I'm used to working out and running 5 miles a day, my adrenals will get used to running 5 miles a day. But somebody who's not used to running 5 miles a day and then they're asked to run 5 miles a day, their adrenals will start producing cortisol and norepinephrine, and thyroid production will go up alongside all the hormonal levels that are needed to get us into a sympathetic drive will go up. That's because there was a stimulus. That's because we needed to run 5 miles a day. So if my capacity is 1 mile and I'm trying to run 5 miles, my hormones, my adrenals, my thyroid, my body will ask my hormonal system to produce the right amount of hormones to help me reach my goal. Now, we have been living in a stressful environment, meaning there is stress from our work, from thoughts, from electricity, from schedule. Stress comes to us. In order to deal with it better, we have to increase our capacity. If we don't increase our capacity to deal with one thing or another, we're going to have to get help from our adrenals or thyroid or hormonal system. Hence, they will continuously fire. A lot of us have known about how our cortisol is always up, or how my thyroid is low, or how our testosterone is low, how DHEA is high. There are a lot of these hormones that we keep hearing, and they all get correlated to adrenals. Well, the thing is, it's about our ability to deal with something. If we are able to deal with our stress, our adrenals will get used to it, and our bodies will get used to it. We will not feel the side effect of having extra cortisol or extra testosterone or low cortisol or testosterone or any of those hormones. Thus, there are a few things we can do to retrain our entire system. Number one thing is to eat every day at the same time. Why time? Timing is very important. Everything that we do everything that happens in our body is about time. Our thyroid gets released on time, or we get hungry at certain time because of how we have been practicing. We go to sleep at certain time. Our body runs on a circadian rhythm. Hence, we should try to keep it that way. Otherwise, our body will say, hey, one day I'm getting food at 6 o'clock, second day I'm getting food at 7, next day I'm getting food at 8. Every time the body wants to stay prepared. Pancreas wants to get ready. It starts preparing insulin, all the other digestive enzymes for 6 o'clock meal. If it doesn't get it at 6, what is it supposed to do? It will wait until it gets it, and it will keep making more and more in anticipation of it. Same thing happens if I'm getting ready to eat at 8 o'clock and my body's ready for 8 o'clock, but I feed myself at 6, then it's 2 hours early that my body and the hormones and the enzymes have to be produced. So now that's a stimulus, that's a stress, because body wasn't ready for that. As soon as that happens, it sends a signal to my stomach, to my pancreas, to say, hey, food is here 2 hours early, let's get going. We got to produce some more hormones and enzymes and get this ball rolling, the digestive process. Same thing happens with our entire day, including for cortisol, testosterone, epinephrine, norepinephrine, any hormones, any neurotransmitters you select and that you think about. That's exactly what happens. They get trained to release at certain times. So by eating at the same time, we're training our system to produce the right amount of hormones and enzymes at the same time. Sleeping at the same time. Every day, sleep at the same time. We all think about how important food is for our body, but more important than food is our healing. That happens at nighttime. That's when we sleep. Sleep is more important. Those 8 hours are the most important time out of all 24 hours in the day. So try to sleep for 7 to 8 hours every single day at the same time. This allows the body to know, hey, this is when I need to start detoxing my body. Liver detox is somewhere about 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And then the heart, then the kidney. The body has a time cycle for each organ when it starts detoxing and starts healing overnight. So those are two of the most important things that we can do. Eat at the same time and sleep at the same time. A lot of you guys have wondered whether you have adrenal fatigue or not. For that, you'll have to talk to a doctor. You'll have to get a full evaluation done, get your hormonal panel, a hormonal test done to check which hormones are up, which hormones are low. There's a root cause for why your adrenals or your thyroid or your estrogen or testosterone production is low or high. There is a cause for it. So one of us will have to figure out, do the detective work to get down to it and figure it out. And once we address the root cause, it will invariably come back to normal. Our bodies have an innate ability to heal. God has given us this ability, which it's like a miracle in itself. So with that being said, if you have any questions, let me know. We've been here for about 10 minutes. If you're going through any kind of physical rehabilitation, I want to say Stretch Physical Therapy is one of the best in this area. They do deep tissue laser therapy as well. Check them out. One of the person that works there is Kimberly Nartker. She's great. I've met her multiple times. She has taken care of my patients as well. They're a great group of a very different type of physical therapy, but an amazing place. Next Wednesday, we'll meet again at 8 o'clock. We have our open house coming up on January 12th from 12 to 4 at our office, Ace Integrative Health. Come by, check it out, ask any questions you want. I'm here for you guys. I'll help out with any way, shape, or form I can. On February 6th, we're also having a breakfast / lunch or brunch at Core Life Eatery in Hyde Park. It'll be an hour worth of talk, and then you guys will have a 25% off or free drink at Core Life Eatery. They make their own food every single day. Amazing place. But yeah, come by, check us out, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Love you guys.